Josephine, let's come to you. I mean, this is a $42 billion problem, right? As we've seen, as the AFDB has shown us. We've heard what UBA is doing about it. As the most Pan-African of all African banks, right? You guys are present in 33 countries, I believe. Tell us a bit about what Ecobank is doing to help us address this problem.
Thank you very much, and I'm happy to be here and to be part of this panel. At Ecobank, we are looking at supporting women internally and also looking at women from the customer perspective. I believe that before we have this African adage that says that before you go out to clean somebody's house, make sure that your own house is clean. And we are making sure that we are cleaning house internally at Ecobank. In line with that, we have signed up to the AU's gender parity principle of 50-50 and are working towards ensuring that we have 50% of our workforce as women. Currently, we are at 46%, and out of that, 30% of those women are in senior management positions. And I am happy and humbled to say that I'm one of those success stories within Ecobank, having risen up from national service at Ecobank all the way to one of the highest positions in the bank of being a group executive running a business. So we are walking the talk, and we are promoting diversity and inclusion internally in Ecobank. When we look at access to finance for women, it brings to mind, for me, one of the critical things that makes it difficult for us as banks to bank women is because women are typically lack education and are unable to translate the beautiful ideas that we have onto paper to make those ideas bankable. And it brings to mind a story about my mother. She grew up as one of two siblings. She had a brother. And when it was time for them to go to secondary school, and unfortunately her mother had passed, and so it was her daddy, a single parent, taking care of the two. And he told them that he didn't have the opportunity and didn't have the wherewithal to take both of them to school, and so they had to make a choice. And obviously back then, the choice fell on her brother. He ended up going to school while my mother sold oranges to support income to make sure that the brother completed school. And this is a story that resonates across. And continually, women have been discriminated against this way with access to education, with health, and that has impacted on the way we bank them. So if a woman comes to us, for example, as my colleague banker had said, the first thing we would ask for is for collateral. But we know that it is difficult for that woman to produce collateral. Why are we not thinking of solutions that lend to women against the cash flow that they are lending? And why do we not consider that the woman who is selling leather bags in the Alaba market in Nigeria, for example, does not have a constant daily sale? You know, today the sale is up depending on which time of the day it is and which month it is, maybe towards Christmas festivities, and sometimes it is low. So as banks, we need to innovate and lend to women against the cash flows that they bring in. And we must be prepared to structure their facilities such that it doesn't have a fixed tenor. Because if I'm able to pay to you a high repayment installment when my sale proceeds are high and give you low, it means that you cannot fix me within a tenor and say, repay this loan within 6 months. As banks, we should be able to think of new things where we're saying, okay, for this loan that I'm giving to this woman, it's for this amount, and you can repay it within a period of 6 to 9 months, and you can pay between 10 to 15 on a monthly basis based on what your income is. Another thing that women want is access and convenience. The woman who is sitting at the Kaneshi market, for example, selling tomatoes in Accra, she's a wife, she's a mother, she's a businesswoman, she's a grandmother, for example. She does not have the time to go to the bank. And my colleague here spoke about going to the bank at the first time and being bombarded with all of these paperwork, collateral, bring this, bring that. We put them off immediately. At Ecobank, what we have tried to do is to reach out to that segment using our digital platform. So today, in collaboration with MTN and Jomo, we have launched the Ecobank Express Loan. What that does is that, so far as you are a mobile phone user and you have a mobile wallet and you have been actively using this mobile wallet over a period of 3 months, you are pre-scored. If you need any amount between $5 and $200, you just dial your short code, go onto your mobile money wallet and request for an Ecobank Express loan. And instantly, so far as you've been pre-scored, that amount is disbursed into your mobile wallet and you are able to bingo, go ahead and use it. So we have cut out the going to the paper, going to the bank. At Ecobank, we are focused on moving banking away from brick and mortar into clicks. We believe that digital is the way to go. So this is one of the solutions that we have brought to bear. And we launched this project only this year in May in Ghana with seed capital of $25 million. And so far, we have disbursed $100 million, turning that loan around. And we have been able to hit the highest number of borrowers, close to 1 million. We are at 850,000 subscribers and counting. So it shows the power of collaboration, you know, and how we are able to use our digital platforms to reach out to serve the needs of women. I spoke earlier on about cash flow lending. Women can't come to us to borrow with collateral because the odds are against them. And I think we've spoken a lot about that this morning. What we have done using the Ecobank Merchant Cash Advance Account is that we give you a digital solution, which is called the Ecobank Pay. It's just a scan and pay. It's either you use that or use a point of sale terminal. And we say that when a customer comes to you to buy, instead of accepting cash, encourage that customer to use the digital platform to pay. We will look at the digital collections that you have done over a period of 3 months, and we will lend 50% of that amount to you collateral-free at a soft interest rate. You know, so these are some of the interventions that we are bringing to bear to ensure that we're able to address the needs of women where they are and where it matters most. And that is why we are very much excited about what we are going to do with AFAWA, you know, in terms of providing technical assistance, providing risk sharing to make sure that we're able to grow women businesses. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow.